In this HubNotes vlog, I'm driving along the M4 motorway in the recently acquired Saab. So, spoiler alert, if you don't know about the Saab yet, you probably want to head over to the main HubNut channel and catch up. But I just really wanted to talk about what happened yesterday, because yesterday, Daihatsu Darren, as we call him, came up from Somerset and helped get Shemi back on her wheels again. Well, I say helped, I mean he did all the work, really. I just reached that point with that project. I just couldn't pick a spanner up. I mean, it's not just that project. Generally, I'm really struggling with the tinkering at the moment, as I said in a previous vlog. But yeah, it was actually really lovely. Got to spend time with Darren and his partner Carol, and we had cups of tea and cake while we were doing the work. It was while Darren was doing the work. It was just really good and really nice to watch someone at work who really knows what they're doing. And we call him Darren Daihatsu because he used to work at a former Daihatsu dealer, and when it was still a Daihatsu dealer. That has sadly closed down now, but yeah, he secured the signage for us. That's where the signs came from. He supplied us with many bits of Daihatsu, and he's always been there if I've had a query. Where can I find this? How do I do this job? So it was nice to reward him. We Miss HubNotes, he's very well connected, and we managed to get him on one of the local caravan sites at a very nice rate for us. And him and his partner had a lovely weekend, and he seemed to find a way to say thank you. So yeah, really pleased. There's still work to do on Shemi. The front bumper's still off because I've got to sort the exhaust, and that's easier if the front bumper is still off. I'm awaiting more parts for that, but that's all stuff I know I can do. I still had the fear about putting the springs back together and the shock absorber, the struts, front struts, and I just knew there was a pretty high chance I'd get stuff wrong. And Darren actually found a key error where I'd somehow managed to put a bolt through an engine mounting, but like through the rubber, not through the bolt hole. I don't know how on earth I did it, but it just goes to prove that checking your work is a good idea, and having someone else to check it even better. So I'm hopeful that this is the start of me getting back on it again. There's lots of jobs needed on the fleet. Now got Betty, the Ford Fairmont, to try and sort out because her aircon compressor is seized up. So I need to work out what I'm going to do with that. Am I going to try and fit a shorter belt and just forget I have aircon? I'm not sure that's actually feasible, because in Australia you can actually get an aircon pulley delete pulley. So it's just a pulley that goes in the place of the aircon, which would suggest that things are much happier if you use the correct belt and just use the pulley as well. So, or do I replace the pulley? We don't know if the compressor rather. We don't know if the failure has sent shrapnel through the aircon system or not. If it's the front bearing where the actual pulley that engages the aircon is, then we might get away with it, but I don't know yet, and I don't really have the knowledge. So thankful to all those in the comments who've been adding their tuppence worth. It's been a learning experience for all. Of course, being a serpentine belt, I couldn't just cut the belt off and drive home, which I've done on many cars where things have seized before. I've done it on Ellie many years ago. She had an alternator that seized, so I just took the alternator off and drove to my destination. I had a BX where the alternator seized, and I just cut the belt off. Didn't have any tools, but I did have a knife, so I cut the belt off, drove home. But yeah, serpentine belt, it's driving the water pump as well as the alternator and the power steering, so you can't really live with none of those. So it was just fill it with WD-40 and drive and hope. And true enough, she did get us home. But yeah, there's a lot to do, and there's still more cars coming as well. By the time you see this, I may already be on my way down to Hampshire to collect the car I bought in a salvage auction. I'm looking forward to that one. But I've also got my eye on something else. This may not be a long-term purchase at all, this Saab, because something else has very much got my attention. I don't know if it's going to come to pass yet. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, interesting old times. It kind of feels like HubNotes is picking back up to where it should be. I think we've had a couple of years where we have been very focused on family life, and I think that probably is to the cost of the channel. And I'm sorry for you guys, because I'm not sorry that's what we did. I think it was a hugely important age for the kids, and they benefited greatly from us being around more, because HubNotes gave us the flexibility to do that. We were done and dusted with our working day by 3 o'clock, apart from the fact I'd often be putting videos out and comments and maybe a bit of editing. Okay, not really done at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But the point is, we were home with the kids, and they're only young ones, and we really wanted to maximise that. So I was reducing the number of trips away and things like that. But now we've got one at uni and one firmly in A-levels. I need to get away a bit more. Because the problem now is we're into November, so weather conditions are not ideal. I love doing the classic car road tests, but it's a simple fact, a lot of classics are going to be off the road for the next few months. So unless I go overseas to somewhere hot, not ruling that out, classic tests are on a bit of a halt. But that's where the fact that HubNotes covers the affordable end of motoring. There's plenty of people with affordable daily drivers who are more than happy for me to come and drive their car. So I'll be doing that over the winter. Obviously all the EV content. I'm really enjoying doing the used EV content. Now we've got electric cars that are a few years old. We know what goes wrong with them, and we know they make a lot more sense buying used. Buying new is ferociously expensive, and depreciation, I mean, people pick on EVs for depreciation, but all new cars, you buy a brand new car, by the time you've driven it home, it's worth thousands of pounds less than what you've just paid for it. Which is why I'm steering clear of new cars myself. I'll probably still do some new car reviews, just because it's sometimes nice to get something when it's a bit early. New Nissan Leaf coming, and Nissan Leaf has been a constant on the channel, really, from video number 1. So what's the latest Leaf like? I'm curious to know. Yeah, if you prefer the older car road tests, don't worry, I've got a few in the bank, and they will come back. But it's just simply a fact that you can't do as many old car tests over the winter months. I'm still utterly undecided on what to do with Tuk the Invacar. I've actually been speaking to auction houses, but yeah, I'm finding it very difficult to say goodbye to that one, I think. But I have to think what is best for the car, and what could I do with the money if I sell that car. I would like something older, something British, but with more than one seat, so we can have a classic all the family can enjoy, and I think that would make a lot more sense. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been speaking to museums as well, but nothing works quickly at a museum, and they've got to run it past their various committees to see if it's what they want. Quite a lot of museums already have them. Coventry Transport Museum has got one. National Motor Museum down in where are they? Bewley. They've got one. British Motor Museum hasn't got one, but I did approach them and haven't had a reply back, so I'm guessing they don't want a Tuk. Where else has got one? Lakeland Motor Museum has got one tucked away. Riverside Museum, I think it is, up in Glasgow, has got the earliest known survivor, I think, sitting on a plinth up there. So they are about in museums already. There aren't many museums that have space and actually want one, but I'm not done yet. I'll keep trying to work out what to do. I quite like the museum idea because I can just loan it, and I know she's safe, I know she's dry, and can achieve an awful lot more than she can in my shed. because she can be there to help educate people, especially in light of recent news stories. Suddenly Invacars are popping up in the media, and yeah, education is important, I think. But I'm not going to go too far down that road. That's a very dangerous road, judging by recent Facebook posts. But anyway, I'm going to get on with my day. I'm getting used to the fact that in a cabriolet you hear so much more road noise, even when the roof's on. So going past that truck there, you can hear all of the noise. But nonetheless, it's pretty peaceful. And at the moment, the computer reckons 38 mpg. I'm aiming for 40 on this trip. Let's see if I can do it, and let's see if the car's computer is anywhere near realistic. So more on all this coming soon. Thank you for watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is HubNotes, not HubNut. So give us a subscribe, help get the numbers up, does us a favour, costs you nothing. And yeah, we appreciate your support. See you soon.